Hey, it's Kat. An unflattering angle, I'm sure. However, I am leaving the courthouse after covering Danny Masterson. I didn't sleep well last night, so I am looking a little tired. Anyway, somebody asked me to talk about the HBO documentary. I don't know what you want me to say. I haven't watched it. I was actually at the courthouse when they were filming it. But see, there was 2 documentaries going on at least that I know of. Now, anyway, I thought there was one I signed a release for that turned out it was for TMZ. And if I would have known it was with TMZ, I would have never done it. They didn't tell the truth. And I guess there was another documentary going on too. But to be honest with you, I was busy covering the case, and then ever since the case has been, he was found guilty, I've been investigating. So I haven't watched the HBO thing. I don't know what you want me to say, but I don't really care about the HBO documentary in the sense of Tory is trying to get an appeal, and he's also trying to get out for the appeal. And that's in a week. I'm more concerned about that. Because if he doesn't get bail, he's going to be in prison for at least a year. Another year, whatever. Because it's almost a year since he's been in prison. So I don't really give a shit about the documentary, no offense. It's like, what do they talk about? Do they talk about all the evidence was missing in the trial? That all of Tory's lawyers seem to be subpar? There seems to be a connection between Shauna Hawley and Rock Nation with the reasonable doubt and her husband being a musician. I mean, what do you want me to talk about? I really don't understand. I think his lawyers, especially George, he was really unprepared and outmatched by Kattalestv and Alexander Bott. I think Kattalestv is a masterful prosecutor who hypnotized the jury and who also picked the jury very, very, very astutely. She picked people who were sensitive to domestic violence, even though she just threw it out there that it was a domestic violence case between Tory and Meghan. And even though Meghan denied having a sexual relationship with Tory, and also she denied a lot of other things, but she was sleeping with so many people at that time that if it was a physically abusive relationship, you think somebody might have seen something. There is, of course, verbal abusive relationships too, but there has been no indication that Tory was abusive to Meghan. If she's talking specifically about that night, that's a different story, but Kattalestv did a masterful job of painting a pimicture of Tory being a stereotypical black rapper type dude, angry, jealous, abusive, pimp-ish guy. And the jury fell for it. And also, Alexander Bott, the slim white male, he played on their emotional strings. He kept talking about Meghan's emotional testimony. He didn't really talk about facts. The facts are all over the place. She changed her story at least 3 times, how and where she was shot. I still don't know if she was shot in the foot or the feet. And also the fragments from her foot are missing. So I don't know what you guys want me to talk about. What I will talk about is I just left Danny Masterson's case and had a discussion with someone who's really big, and he didn't even investigate it. And his wife's or his partner is an attorney. Nobody wants to investigate this case. You guys want to talk about the documentary? I don't give a shit. Tory's gonna be in prison for a while if that appeal doesn't go through. And the way things have been going in the past with his horrible attorneys, and also whatever game, I don't know what game the judge is playing, but it doesn't look good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This case sucks. It really does. It seems like it's very personal, and they cut out every possible exit for Tory. But I said this in another video. The person that's on a big television show doing entertainment news, he was talking to me about if I had done anything with the serial number, because I mentioned it about the gun, because the gun's missing. But on the evidence, somebody noticed that the serial number of the gun is on the weapon that they didn't test anybody else for. They didn't do the DNA test for Megan or Kelsey, and the cops didn't track the serial number, and it looked like the gun came out of the purse in the car, but that's a whole nother story. But regardless of which, you guys want me to do all the work, and I'm doing the best I can. I'm busy. You guys need to do some of the work. I'm gonna go and get the serial number of the gun and post it on this video, and that is going to be it. But I didn't sleep that well last night, and I need to self-care. But yeah, that's pretty much it on that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. I just feel like some of you guys are very, very naive. You keep saying the same. Like, we know the case sucks, but you're not actually, a lot of you aren't helping with any of the evidence gathering. You expect me and other people to do all the legwork. And you don't understand. I am not getting paid for this. Not that I'm saying, anything except I'm not getting paid for this. And I work as an actor sometimes, and we have a SAG strike, so. And I'm also working on other projects, my own personal projects that I'm doing. So there's only so much energy a human being has. But, I just wish you guys understood that shit. I know you guys are uber fans of Tory, and that's great. But I wish more of you will get on social media and start raising a ruckus. Because what you need is, you need some of the big entertainment companies, news media, to care about the case and actually investigate it, as opposed to just saying that he's guilty and another appeal or another motion is denied. Anybody can do that, but you really need to start strategizing on how to get the media to talk about the facts of the case and how the evidence is missing and how it seems to be a conspiracy. If not, Tory's gonna sit in prison, rot in prison for a while. And I don't know how he's gonna get out unless that tape drops or something happens, alright? So anyway, this is Kattalestv. What the fuck are you doing? People in LA are so fucking selfish. The guy's blocking the goddamn street. Excuse my French. Anyway, yeah. Sorry. Not sorry. But I will talk to you later. This is Kattalestv. I'm not gonna lie to you about this case. This case is horse shit. And this motherfucker's crossing the street. Like, people walk through the street like, hey, it's no big deal, but they don't realize you know, if someone's not paying attention, they can run them over. Not that I'm trying to run them over, I'm not. I'm just saying they literally walk all in the street, and now, I don't know if it's all over California, but in LA, you can jaywalk. You can jaywalk through a green light, even if the traffic is going 25 miles an hour. Why they changed that, I don't know. But unfortunately, some of the cops were abusing their authority. So, as usual, a few people screw up something and they punish everybody. I going off on a tangent. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Kat at Kattalestv. Talk to you guys later. I guess ask me more questions. Bye.